There we go. All right, so yeah, welcome to the Che community meeting for the 9th of May. Just a quick note about logistics. We're hoping to switch over to the Eclipse Foundation Zoom as of next week. We're using BlueJeans today. There should be a 748 release next week on the 18th. And then, as usual, going forward, every 3 weeks, another release after that. And yeah, first topic we have is Che Cluster API version 2 from Anatoly. Take it away.
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, Che Cluster API version 2 has been introduced. Let me share my screen. Probably I can say some words about version structure. So basically, after switching to a new project structure to DevWorkspace Agent, we had a lot of deprecated fields in our Che Cluster API version 1, dozens of fields. And we decided to get rid of them, but we couldn't simply remove from our specification because a new version won't be backward compatible. So we introduced a new version 2, and added a conversion webhook to convert one version to another. So basically, in use version API, we have four main sections. One is workspace sections. It's everything related to workspaces there. Then we have server component sections, where we have all server components, including dashboard, server, Postgres. Let me find it. Dashboard, Postgres registries, image pooler, and everything else related to server. Other section is ingress. It's related to authentication, configuration gateway, and configuration ingress, including secrets, host name, domain, and everything related to route or ingress. And the last section is container registry, basically to override the registry container to pull images. We had a pull request created. It's a lot of changes. Besides switching to a new version, I had a lot of refactoring there, so it's probably hard to review. The only things that make sense to review is a new Che Cluster API to get to know the structure, the sections, the fields. Everything else, I don't think it makes sense to review. So this pull request is basically ready to mesh. We have some conflicts, which is very simple to solve. And if nobody minds, I'm going to mesh it this week. But having this pull request meshed, I think for downstream project, it's very highly recommended basically for dev spaces. It will be very highly recommended to retest basically all scenarios because a lot of changes have been introduced there. And I think that's basically it. And if you have any questions, I am welcome to answer them. Some questions I already posted in CheDev mailing thread, and some answers for them. But if you have any, please.
Yeah, thanks, Anatoly. I just wondering about the decision for server components built of the custom server component section for the custom resource, because there are some discussions about with the commissioning in general, and it's a little bit misleading, for example, to put dashboard as part of just share cluster server. So I'm just not sure it's the best choice, frankly. I would rather prefer something more generic.
Maybe I can answer that.
Yeah, please.
I mean, server was meant to be generic. It was not about the Chase server, but it was like server components. And so if it's not clear enough, we can discuss about something more generic. But I wanted just to make a distinction between changes to the server components of Che and changes to the configuration of workspace components. So everything that is in the namespace that is running for in the namespace of in the user's namespaces.
Yeah, that's clear, but I mean, yeah, for me, server part is misleading. Yeah, I know naming is very difficult part, but yeah, because dashboard, I'm not sure if it fits the server components in general.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm not sure about, for example, that dashboard should be part of the server component. Yeah, but at the same time, I just don't have a better naming at this point. So the idea is basically to differentiate user versus admin. User versus
No.
Non-user preferences, right?
No, it's more to differentiate. So all the preferences here are for an admin, right? Users do not see anything about that. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, like the first part you meant it will be something that is going to be configured in the user namespace, right? And the other one are like global.
Not global, are just that they are in the main server namespace, like the dashboard, Postgres, Chase server, registries. Those are like all things that if you change configuration for one, you change it for every a thing that is running in that namespace. So these are like central. So I call it server components because they are running in the server namespace. And then there are other components that are workspace components that are running in the namespaces of the users, and you have multiple instances of those.
Yeah. So it's more like operands components.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, if you want, we can call it operand. I'm not sure that operand for like an administrator, you will be able to make the distinction between operand and the workspaces, the things that run in the users' namespaces.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. It's just that I want to make it easy for someone that says, okay, I want to change, I don't know, settings for the workspaces of the users. Like I want to make the default ID something, or I want to be the default name of the namespace is something. I want to make it easy that it's in the workspaces that you need to look. Whereas if you want to change a configuration of the registries, this is like not something that it's running for a user. It's something that you need to go look at the the server components.
Yeah, the workspaces part is pretty clear. So my take is that I just don't really like this server part of the second section.
Okay, yeah, so we can, if others, and you or others have other proposal, let's discuss that.
Okay, I can comment in the pull request. For that, maybe I will come.
Maybe it's better to comment.
In the mailing thread, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be clear, your only objection is the name, not the grouping. Like you're okay with the way things are batched together.
Grouping is fine. I'm just, that there are some discussions about the server decommissioning. Not clear if we are actually going to do this at some point, but yeah, with the server part as a key section for the API, I think so we can provide better naming.
Yeah, but that's like, we're not decommissioning server components. We're decommissioning a Java application that is providing some API to create, so that used to provide an API to create workspaces. But the functionalities are still there. So
Okay, so maybe just for me it's a little bit ambiguous. And then there is also part of this spec is chess server.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a good idea to remove or to rename what is left of the chess server something else, because server are multiple components, and the chess server is just one of the server components of chess, and that eventually will be removed at all, so will disappear. But I think that the naming problem is more on the chess server side. They should not be called chess server, because it's not like the only component of server component of chess.
All right, so I guess the follow-up here is to continue the discussion in the mailing list thread.
Yeah, and I think QE team have to take a look and maybe adopt something in their tasks. But in general, everything should keep working. If they use Gcluster API version 1, it should keep working with the new changes, because everything is converted from one version to another automatically.
All right, any other questions or thoughts around this topic?
That's it from my side.
I don't see any other topics that have been added to the document, so I guess that's it for today. Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.